If you've ever waited for a sneaker drop, refreshed the page, and watched it sell out in seconds, it wasn't bad luck. You were never meant to win, because behind every hyped sneaker release is a system designed to beat you. And once you understand how it works, you'll never look at sneaker drops the same way again. Here is the illusion. On the surface, sneaker drops look fair. There's a countdown timer, a release date, sometimes even a raffle. 1 pair per customer. It feels equal. But what you don't see is what happens the second the clock hits 0, because the fastest buyers aren't human. Sneaker bots are automated software programs. They don't sleep, they don't hesitate, and they can check out in less than 1 second. While you're typing your card details, they've already bought 50 pairs. Some resellers run hundreds, even thousands of accounts at once. Different names, different addresses, different IPs, all attacking the website at the exact same time. So when you see sold out in 10 seconds, it was already over before you clicked. But bots aren't the only problem. There's something called backdooring. This is when store employees or insiders quietly sell pairs before the public release. Friends, resellers, private buyers. Pairs never even touch the shelf. They're gone before you had a chance to line up. Not every store does this, but it happens enough to matter, and it quietly reduces the stock available to regular buyers. Now here's where it gets interesting. Sneaker brands don't always want everyone to get the shoe. Scarcity creates hype. Hype creates demand. Demand creates cultural value. Companies like Nike and Adidas understand this psychology very well. Limited supply makes people want the product more. If everyone could get the shoe, it wouldn't feel special. So who wins in this system? Resellers profit from resale margins. Marketplaces like StockX and GOAT take transaction fees. Brands sell out instantly and generate massive hype. And regular buyers, they refresh their screen and take the loss. The truth is, sneaker drops were never about equal opportunity. They were about scarcity, artificial scarcity. Create less supply than demand. And suddenly a pair of shoes becomes a global event. Lines form overnight, websites crash in seconds, and millions of people chase something only a few will ever get. Because when something feels impossible to get, it becomes even more valuable. Brands understand this perfectly. Every drop is carefully calculated, not just how many pairs to release, but how much hype to build before the release. Influencers get early pairs. Celebrities wear them weeks before launch. Sneaker pages post leaked photos. Rumors spread across the internet. And slowly, the demand becomes uncontrollable. By the time the drop actually happens, the result is already decided. Bots are ready, resellers are waiting, backdoor deals are already made, and the average person? They're refreshing a page, hoping for a miracle. But here's the part most people never realize. The chaos, the frustration, the feeling of almost getting them. That's not a flaw in the system. It's the system working exactly as designed. Because every time someone misses a drop, they talk about it. They post about it. They complain online. And all of that creates even more hype for the next release. So the next time you miss out on a sneaker drop, remember this. You weren't unlucky. You weren't too slow. You weren't doing it wrong. You were simply playing a game, where the excitement of losing is part of the business model. And in the sneaker world, the real product was never just the shoes, it was the hype.